4 more international savory snacks, 2 from Lay's and 2 from Calbee. Welcome back, Goblins and Goblinettes, to another edition of Destined to be Goblin. Destined Goblin here. This is where I will try a food product of some kind, maybe something you didn't even know existed, and I will decide whether or not I should give it my Destined Goblin seal of approval. The international snacks roll on, and we've got 4 that I believe are from China. I think all 4 of these are from China. 2 of them definitely are. The other 2, I'm not sure, but I think I got them in Chinatown in San Francisco. I got them at a Chinese grocer, and I'm pretty sure these are imported from China. But we're going to start first with the 2 from Calbee. The first one that I have here, now we've had these Calbee snacks before, remember, and we've had this particular type of snack, these little, almost like Cheetos. They're very much similar in texture, in crunch. This flavor, however, I guarantee you, is something we have never had in Cheetos, because this flavor is actually Calbee lobster in supreme soup. So not just lobster, not just any type of soup, supreme soup. So I'm not exactly sure if there is something called supreme soup, if that is a dish that I'm unaware of, but this is definitely lobster in supreme soup. Let's go ahead and start with these, and let's see what kind of flavor we get out of this. There is a little cartoon on the back. These Calbee packages seem to have these little cartoons on the back. Oh my, that smells like an aquarium that hasn't been cleaned in months. Wow, that is not pleasant. I hope these taste better than they smell. There's a look at them in that bag. Okay, so again, very similar to Cheetos. Same shape, same texture, everything right there. But again, have you ever had a lobster-flavored Cheeto? No. Here we go. Oh. Oh, that is very unpleasant. These taste pretty much as bad as they smell. All right, I've eaten 3 of those. I'm not doing any more. I guess to some degree, it sort of tastes like lobster. It definitely smells like the lobster shell that's been left over for a day or so. It doesn't have the sweetness of lobster. It doesn't have that that very distinctive flavor that lobster has. I love seafood. I love lobster. I love crab. They're completely different. They taste very different. This doesn't taste anything like lobster. Doesn't taste anything like crab. There's a hint of something there that sort of reminds you of lobster, like maybe you've eaten lobster recently. That's about as far as this goes. I would not recommend these unless you are a very very strong fan, very big fan of lobster. You love it in all forms, you love it in all flavors. Maybe then, if you've got a strong stomach, I would say maybe then. But yeah, this one, I do not want to see these again. All right, I've got my Winchester Mystery House mug loaded up with some nice cold water here as a palate cleanser, and I need it for that one. Okay, I've got higher hopes for this one. This one is called Calbee Barbecue. That's all it is, just Calbee barbecue flavored Grill-A-Corn. So again, these are called Grill-A-Corn. Another little cartoon on the back there. Every package has a different cartoon on it. Every flavor is a different cartoon. We'll see. It's got a little skewer there, a little shish kebab skewer there. So hopefully this one's got a better flavor. Wow, that lobster flavor is going to stay with me for a while. That was bad. Okay, these have no aroma whatsoever on them, so I'm going to look at that as a positive sign. There's a look at them in the bag. Again, exact same type of snack. Looks like it's got a lot of seasoning all over. So here we go, barbecue flavor. Ooh. Oh yeah, that's better. This is kind of a subtle flavor to it. It's there's a little bit of sweetness to it, a little bit of a beefy flavor, and then there's also some little notes in there of the vegetables. So you see like the veggies that are stuck between those pieces of meat. You get a little bit of that. You get a little sense of as if you were eating a pepper or something like that. These are very subtle, which surprises me. I thought there would be a little bit more powerful flavor to this. These are not bad. These are good. I would like a little more flavor out of this, however. I would recommend these. If you find these barbecue flavored Calbee snacks, I would give this one a shot. Okay, now it is time to move on to Lay's. Okay, so I believe both of these are from China as well, and the reason that I say I believe so is because there's nothing on here that says where they're from. The only English that is on here is on this little label, which is applied afterwards. It's just a little sticker that's placed on there. So there's no real information about country of origin or anything on this one. I think, as I said, I got these in Chinatown in San Francisco. It was in a little Chinese grocery store, so I'm pretty sure these are from China. It's possible that they're from Thailand. We've seen those before, something like that. If anybody knows, if anybody recognizes that writing and can tell me, is that for sure? Is that Chinese? What are we looking at here? Let me know. But we do know that these are 164 calories for half of this container. And this first container is finger-licking braised pork. So not just braised pork, finger-licking braised pork. So maybe we've got the pork version of KFC here in a can. Let's see. Okay, the thing I love about these international Lay's in these tubes is the way they come in this tray on the inside. Pringles, you could learn a lot from this right there. This is how you keep your crisps secure. So here we go. A lot of seasoning. Looks like seasoning on both sides of these. So that's nice. Finger-licking braised pork from Lay's. Might have to eat a few of these to really make a determination on this one. The reason that I say I need a few of these is because for all that seasoning that you can see on there, and all of that seasoning that you taste, that you can feel when you have it in your mouth, when it's sitting there on your tongue, the flavor is not very bold on this one. Finger licking makes me think this is something that is so good that I can't get enough of it. I want to lick my fingers to get every drop of it. I don't get that from this at all. There is a little bit of a sweetness there to those chips. I love the texture. I love the crunch. There's a little bit of a savoriness to it. Pork can be a little bit more on the mild side compared to, say, steak or chicken or something like that. So I can sort of maybe understand where they were going with that. I just feel like it missed a lot on the flavor. Again, not terrible. I don't mind this one. Certainly not anywhere near as bad as the lobster thing we had first. But this one, if there's another flavor, I would probably bypass these for that other flavor. All right, one more to go. Okay, again, assuming we're talking about a product from China on this one, black pepper ribeye steak flavor. Now, this one I am excited about. I really hope this flavor comes through on this one. These are 190 calories for a third of this container. I find it interesting that these calorie counts are so different between these two. Let's see, what was that last one? It was 164 for half, 164 calories for half of this container. 190 calories for a third of this container. And I can almost guarantee that these are going to be the same kind of chips. So the only difference we're looking at here is seasoning. And there we go. Same thing. We get that nice tray on the inside. I love this. Pringles, really, I hope you're watching. Black pepper ribeye steak flavor. Here we go. Got some seasoning on both sides. Fingers crossed on this one. I'm really hoping these are good. Okay, that flavor hits you hard to start with. And then it almost instantly goes away. When you first start chewing that, you get this big burst of flavor. Definitely a beefy flavor. It's almost like the juices that will run out of a steak. Black pepper, maybe not quite noticing a lot of pepper flavor of any kind. And then it's so bizarre how that flavor goes away so quickly. Now that time the flavor kind of stayed all the way through until I finished that chip off. That one also did have more seasoning than the others. So maybe the key here is the amount of seasoning on these. One of the things I have said in the past as far as these international snacks go, a lot of times they tend to be a little bit more mellow in flavor than what we're used to seeing here in the United States. And I think that might be the case in this one. Black pepper ribeye. Black pepper ribeye steak flavor. This one's not bad. I like the flavor on this. I wish there was a little bit bolder flavor to this overall. This one's decent. Okay, so there we go. 4 more snacks. 2 from Calbee, 2 from Lay's. Now, I'm usually pretty generous with the ratings on my international snacks because I love the experience of trying new things. This time I wasn't very impressed with any of these things. So I'm just going to give this round a 1-star seal of approval. There we go. 4 more international snacks. Don't forget, check out your international markets. Pick up some of these products whenever you can because you never know what you find out there that may become your new favorite snack. And as long as you have access to it and you can try some of these things from other parts of the world, it's a win for everybody. I will catch you next time.